Hello people, I am Jaby Koay, joined by Achara KIRK.
Hi there.
We're looking at a Vidyut Jamwal teaser trailer. This is called YAARA, or YAARA. It's from Z5 Original. This is off of Vidyut Jamwal's YouTube channel. He has 116,000 subscribers. He can do a lot better than that. So if you haven't already, subscribe to his channel. He's putting out his own videos. Go over there and subscribe if you can. Give the original video an upvote so he knows how much you love him. Before you leave, before you take off, subscribe to this channel as well. All notifications, please, on the bell icon situation thing there. All right, here we go. Vidyut Jamwal YAARA.
Oh.
Wow. Sorry to lower the music, just copyright claim issues, don't want to get any. It does sound cool though.
So is this like, this is them when they're little boys and they grow up?
Yeah, that was a nice transition.
There we go, yeah, that was cool. Oh, hey, oh, hey.
Whoa.
Hello, sexy.
Yeah.
What are they, bandits or?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Band of brothers.
Was he got like?
Well, they're all getting older together.
Oh, yeah, I thought I saw some like salt and pepper in his beard and I was like, what? Whoa. Oh.
Without knowing what Rang de Basanti was about, this has a similar vibe to it for me. Like now I know what Rang de Basanti is about, but when I saw the trailer, it had the similar feel. A bunch of young guys who sort of grew up together who end up becoming like rebellious in nature. Rang de Basanti, I don't even know like why, it just popped in my head when I saw this trailer. Rang de Basanti had that kind of Into the Wild feel, but with an edge to it. And so this sort of has that similar vibe. It's this group of young guys who grew up together and they're sort of rambunctious and whatnot, but then in order to survive, they find their way into some less than ideal means in order to move forward, but it's the gangster life and they end up finding profit in it. But as they get older and survive where other people end up just dying off, they find that eventually they're burning on both sides of the candle and they're coming close to shaking hands with the devil, essentially.
Right.
They're coming into dangerous territory themselves. They started out when they were young and it was fun and whatnot and innocent, and as they got older, it was still relatively fun and innocent, but as they continue to get older, towards their 40s, 50s maybe, I don't know how old they get in this film, it seems like, but they start to get gray and whatnot, and you see it get progressively more and more serious. You're using this interesting backdrop of a story to also showcase Vidyut Jamwal's martial arts abilities. What makes this different from other Vidyut Jamwal trailers for me is that it wasn't as focused on that.
Yeah, exactly. Like I felt like it was more of this, dare I say, Bollywood feel. Like it felt commercial because it had, it had the action, it has the beautiful lady, it's definitely got some musical numbers in it.
Does it?
You know? Yeah, no, I had the sense of that, like there was some sort of like maybe dancing music video break type situation going on, and then you also have a little bit of his martial arts thrown in there as well, and you definitely got the sexy. So like there's something for everyone here.
I got a bit of young Guy Ritchie vibes as well, in terms of like Snatch and Lock, Stock and whatnot.
Yeah.
Where you're dealing with fun characters to be around who are in a situation that is well above their heads. Mm-hmm. They're in well over their heads in an effort to make a profit, get by, move forward, like whatever that is. And it's interesting because this almost feels like a transitional film for Vidyut Jamwal. It's not just like this over the top, like Commando. He did Commando 2 or 3 or one of those like big jungly, like those big over the top action films where it's mainly just him and it's like super hyperbolic action, like just way out there, right? Whereas this is closer to earth, as I like to say. They are showing martial arts action, but it didn't feel like, even though it was fancy and you'd probably never do that kind of footwork in real life, it still felt closer to Earth insofar as, yeah, I can see that kind of happening, I guess. It doesn't feel like that far-fetched. It's not like he's on a wire suspended and jumping between mountains or something like that, right? It's in the middle of a shed or some kind of warehouse or something. I don't know what that was, a garage or whatever, but he's fighting somebody. And he's throwing this double hook kick thing. I've never seen that. Like, that was the interesting thing was, it's not showcasing him as the martial arts superstar, but they just sort of threw a drop of it in there, and what they showed you, I've never seen.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible.
Right, and so you have that, but like I said a moment ago, it feels like a transitional film because it's not the things he's done before. And so he's sort of segueing into a different kind of Vidyut Jamwal in a way, who's still like the sexy action star, but it's not engrossed in like...
action.
Well,
martial
way
arts.
over the top action.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
like Boggy or Commando.
Yeah, the thought that I had as I was watching this was like, oh my god, Vidyut Jamwal? Hottie. Like,
well, have you always thought that though?
No, I have, but like, this is the first time that I was kind of like, oh, Vidyut Jamwal, romantic lead. You know what I mean? So I get that feeling of transition that you're talking about. Because like, yeah, he's always been handsome. He's always been like, his physique has always been rather incredible. And he's always been able to do these really cool action stuff. But I haven't really kind of thought of him as this like romantic lead character type. And then here he is like being with the lady and all that. And I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense too.
Yeah. I feel like the way this film is selling itself, this is exactly the kind of thing I would hope Tiger Shroff would do. More towards the serious as opposed to being engrossed in way over the top action to the point that is like, it's a cartoon, right? Like I look at Commando and I mean, those films have their place. Boggy and Commando have their place. They're fun cartoons in terms of like, with like real life people and whatnot and set dressings. Whereas this is more like I said, Snatch, Lock, Stock in terms of its fun vibe, but it's like there's drama in there, there's action, potentially drugs and money and gangsters and whatnot. And yeah, well, the romance is sort of, it's romantic like the way films were romantic in the 90s. It's like, well, that's just more just for like...
It's ancillary.
It's icing on the cake. But like, they shot it in such a way that it's like, a girl can be like, oh yeah, I can't really see her face, so I can put myself in that position with him. You know what I'm saying?
I get you, yeah.
That was more for the ladies. To tease them to come on in as well.
Yeah.
But it's got everything. It has everything in it. It's got camaraderie, it's got action, and it's got drama, and it's got a little bit of romance, a dash of romance, and it's got the martial arts in there too.
Is this what you would call masala? Is it?
This is what I would call my kind of film. I mean, like, for me, I'm not really about putting sex scenes in my stuff.
Yeah.
But like, it has a lot of what I look for in my own stories.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of something for everyone, and it looks like a lot of fun. I'm not saying that masala is necessarily a bad thing.
You're not using masala in a negative light.
Exactly. I'm just like, it just feels like a mixed bag of stuff.
In a good way. Mixed bag can be used in a negative way as well.
Exactly. Oh, but see, I'm the type of person who, like, when I go to the movies, I like to mix my salty and my sweet popcorn because I like to be surprised.
That's
and
good,
I like, you know, when I get pick and mix, I like to just have all the different flavors because I want to have everything, not just one thing.
I'm just saying, So it's good that you qualified that statement.
Yes, I just wanted to let you know that I think it's a good thing.
Right. What's great about this is sometimes with like the martial arts action films, it's quantity over quality. Like, it's just a lot of stuff, right?
Yes.
Whereas it feels like they're more selective here, and I like that. I like that it's a selective moments in the film as opposed to it just being martial arts. Like, martial arts is his character and it's part of the story as opposed to being the story.
Yeah.
And so he'll have his moments of action to be like, whoa, that's awesome.
Yeah.
As opposed to it all being, you know, a martial arts fest, which I like those films as well, but I think this is more of what I'm intrigued with. Like a Mission Impossible, it's not just fight scenes end to end. There are fight scenes in it, like Mission Impossible 2, the John Woo, and then Mission Impossible Rogue Nation or whatever it was called, where he had the fight with Henry Cavill on the top of the mountain.
Oh, that wasn't Rogue Nation.
Whatever
that
it was,
the most
Fallout.
recent one, yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, I'm saying there's like fight scenes in it, but that's not the only thing. It's fight scenes are used to tell the story, and I feel like that's what you're getting here is fight scenes are being used to facilitate telling the story further. And in showing you that, they showed you some dope shit.
Yeah.
And so that made me really happy. And again, I want to say that I hope that Tiger Shroff also kind of follows in this path, because I know that he is still interested in doing like that kind of crazy martial arts, Jackie Chan-esque action and whatnot, which I want to see him do that, but I also want to see him do this kind of stuff, which is more like...
A little bit more grounded.
More of a dramatic focus as opposed to just martial arts focus and stunt focus.
I also find it interesting that they've got like this nice little ensemble cast, like this ragtag band of brothers, because I always find those types of relationships really interesting and compelling to watch. So you're not just watching like one guy kind of, do this thing. It's like, it's a whole group of guys. Like, I hope that's the direction they're taking. Like, obviously, Vidyut Jamwal is the star.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that it's more of like an ensemble thing where we'll get to have fun,
That's the
very
point, though.
different characters from each of his friends.
Yeah, I think that's the point. And
Yeah.
judging from the people they've chosen to be in this film, you're definitely getting that. It's closer to that. Like, I guess like a Sacred Games or a Mirzapur, so to speak, where it's like you're not just looking at one person,
Yeah.
you're looking at an ensemble cast. And it looks like they've chosen really talented actors to be part of this film. If Vidyut Jamwal is watching this, I hope he can make a movie like this with Tiger Shroff. I asked Tiger, are you interested in making a movie with Vidyut Jamwal? He said, absolutely. And so,
Oh my God,
wouldn't
that
it be cool if they made a dramatic piece that's like this, like that's about brothers or something like that?
Yes, I would love to see them as brothers.
Yeah, like this kind of vibe that is more focused on drama, and then you just throw in the martial arts when necessary to tell the story better.
Oh my God. I'm seeing it in my head and it's looking pretty incredible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not to steal the thunder off of this. Like, I'm very intrigued by this, and I definitely want to watch this film and review it. This definitely is like my cup of tea. My chai. My chai.
Your cup of chai tea. No,
no.
just kidding.
I feel like My Chai sounds like a good movie
My
podcast.
Chai.
My
Yeah.
Chai. All right, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Let us know your feelings in the comments below. Do subscribe, hit the bell icon, all notifications, please. Check out Achara KIRK as well as the Jabs on the social media, if you could be so kind. Instagram and Twitter and all that good stuff.
I've been streaming.